What's going on, guys? Jim here, and today's first rant conversation topic is the woman behind me and obsession with her. And let's reveal her. Sydney Sweeney, that's what we're talking about. Okay, so this might be an unpopular thing. It's not sexist, okay? It's just what everyone is thinking. And that's what I do. I say what everyone's thinking. Sydney Sweeney's boobs. Okay. That is literally the obsession with this girl. It's not really her talent or skills, or it's her boobs. Everyone talks about them, and she does a good job of showcasing them. Sydney Sweeney is rising like no one else in Hollywood. I mean, she's been in the industry for a while. She was a kid actor in a way, but over the last few years, not even, yeah, less than 2 years, Sydney Sweeney has uh blown up. Okay. Starting with Euphoria, people started recognizing who she is, but it wasn't, I feel like, afterwards that she really, after Euphoria sort of um, stopped airing new episodes, that's when the Sydney Sweeney craze really started. Um, Anyone But You. I mean, come on. I think that's the ultimate high right now, and because Sydney Sweeney is literally in everything. She was in Madame Web, kind of, if anyone saw it. And then at the same time, right away, when she was still Madame Web was in theaters, Immaculate comes out, another movie where she plays a nun. But that's beyond the point. Sydney Sweeney is everywhere. She's on award shows. She's one of the most talked about actors in Hollywood. And I think we know the reason why. Oh, my elbow knocked it. That, that. Yep, that. Okay, let's get to the bottom of this. Why are we so obsessed with Sydney Sweeney's boobs? Okay, I know, yes, guys love boobs, right? No secret. And yeah, seems like Sydney's are pretty real. But have we not seen boobs ever before? I mean, she is very pretty. Um, and of course, looks like she has big natural boobs, but why are we overrating this so much? Sydney Sweeney is like a phenomenon, and it's because of her boobs. And that sort of was a story with Alexandra Daddario too. Similar ways, she didn't get to the height that Sydney Sweeney has gotten right now. But that was Alexandra Daddario too. Big natural boobs, really pretty actress. Why are we so obsessed with this though? It's like as if we've never seen boobs in our life, as if there's been literally hundreds and hundreds and thousands of actresses, and yes, some naturally gifted, um, with real boobs. And the obsession just wasn't there. In this day and age of social media and internet, Sydney Sweeney has become a phenomenon. These boobs have taken a life of their own. Okay. But it's us to blame because here's the thing. Yeah, I'm going to be candid. Sydney Sweeney is an okay actress. I think she's still developing as an actor. I think when you see her in certain scenes with more seasoned actors, you can kind of see the shortcomings still there. But not to say that she can't get to that level and be a high quality actor, because she's getting work, she's being seen a lot, and she's working with good actors too, which enhance iron sharpens iron, right? So you become better at it. So at this point, she's not a finished product yet, but she's got ways to go still to get to that level. I think sometimes her acting is like you can pause and see she's almost saying lines and kind of making a over dramatic reaction, right? And part could be sometimes due to scripts too. It's not like she's been in so many great hits. I mean, Anyone But You, Madame Web, not the best scripts there. Okay, so maybe it comes down to picking better roles too, and better films in that way. But Sydney Sweeney knows what she's doing. One thing you got to give her credit for, she's a heck of a marketer, and she knows what sells. And she knows this sells because she wouldn't be wearing this top if she didn't know it would get her attention. So there's that. Sydney Sweeney kind of welcomes it because there's a simple solution if you don't really want to be judged and, treated like an object in a way that some people are doing it. Just kind of cover him up and it'll have him kind of stop talking about it, hopefully. But Sydney Sweeney leans into it, which in part kind of is cool in a way that she's acknowledging it and she's owning it, and shows sort of a really a confident side of Sydney Sweeney there, that she knows her assets and she's going to flaunt them. She's proud of them, and why not? So I guess it's a win-win for some out there. But guys, we need to stop with this obsession about Sydney Sweeney's boobs, because it's not that unique, okay, when we look at it. There's a lot of Sydney Sweeneys on the street, okay? There's a lot of girls with big boobs on the streets that are real too. But somehow we just have this emphasis on Hollywood. If someone's famous and popular and has natural or big boobs, we just lose our shit. Like it's never happened before. Believe me, it has happened before. So Sydney, as an actress, I think she's fun to watch. She's got this charm about her too. Maybe her acting skills aren't that great, but I think she's got an on-screen presence that's sort of charming and fun. And if you saw her on SNL, I think she plays up to, she plays up to herself. She's not afraid to poke fun at herself, which is a credit to her. She doesn't take herself probably that seriously in a way too, which is fun. I think that's relatable in that way. So Sydney Sweeney is kind of relatable too, but boy, the obsession with Sydney Sweeney, it's kind of reached a ridiculous level. So how do we stop it? Maybe just not overblow it like we've been doing that. Media in particular, social media, but I think it's part of the media too. I just give a lot of coverage to this, no pun intended. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney, it's just kind of been a rant that I've been wanting to talk about. It's not that special at the end of the day. Okay. They're just boobs, unless you're really sort of desperate that you're so impressed by it. I mean, they are impressive, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we should be blowing it out of proportions like everyone kind of has. Let's see what Sydney Sweeney has to offer besides her boobs. Let's see if her acting gets better. Let's see if she chooses better roles. And I know she's the it girl right now, and that's great. She's got a heck of a career already, and she's so in demand. So she probably doesn't care at the end of the day, because she's probably making good money and doing what she initially set out for. Hell, I'd pick this sort of attention and getting projects thrown at you versus struggling. And she probably knows, because she's been an actress in Hollywood actually for a while, and never got to this point. I think Euphoria is really what put her on the map, and then everything else after sort of became a Sydney Sweeney phenomenon in so many ways. So let's just chill out on Sydney Sweeney. She's hot, yes. She's got great boobs, sure, but it's not like we've never seen anything like it before. So yeah, let's chill out. I think somewhere out there, Alexandra Daddario's like, thank you for taking the tension away from me, because that was sort of her thing too, in the beginning. But guys, let's focus on a little more, okay? Because at some point it's just kind of gonna lose its luster. Everything does. And she was actually, I'll give it to Sydney. She was actually pretty solid on the White Lotus too. So for those that didn't see her there, she was on a White Lotus. But that's it. That completes my rant right now. I am done talking Sydney Sweeney boobs for now. What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you pissed at me because I'm being overboard talking about boobs? Come on. we're all thinking the same thing. So let's just be real about it and address it. Okay. That's what I do. So if you like this, awesome. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you don't, let me know why. And we'll see if we can find a middle ground somewhere. But there's that. That's my first rant. Sydney Sweeney, I'm covering her up.